Good evening, viewers around the nation. Welcome back to some CSBA action. If my Streamlabs will detect a game, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I was actually just about to call that out. That's why the stream opened as well on my phone for Twitch.
Streamlabs, you're doing me a disjustice at this moment. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, talk to me. I'm Dalton, obviously the technical difficulty streamer. It's not new around here. I'm being.
Oh, trust me, there's been worse with games crashing. You are completely fine.
I am joined here with Ricky Vance. Ricky, talk to me. How are we doing, barring these technical difficulties?
Oh, we are great. We are prepared here to see a lovely game here between Illinois and Ohio State, two great teams within the Big Ten. Honestly, I'm excited to see this, as we just saw that Ohio State was able to win the jump ball to start the game.
Yeah, hopefully neither of these teams have a rough start, as the stream just did. Apologies coming from me to you, Ricky, and the viewers in the Twitch chat. Will not happen again. Don't quote me on that, because it definitely may happen again. But excited to join Ricky here tonight for some Big Ten matchup. Illinois coming into this one, only winning one on the season so far, 1-4, but taking on a top 25 team in Ohio State. They're sitting at number 18 at a 3-2 record. Talk to me a little bit about the game breakdown, team breakdown. What do you see from these two teams? What do you expect in this one?
Honestly, I think Ohio State kind of shocked a lot of people going in the season. It seems as if some people I mean, not particularly me, didn't see Ohio State as being that great, and they've kind of sort of shocked the Big Ten and how well they've been performing. In the same sense, we see Illinois' team that's a little bit down in comparison to last year here. They're still trying to find their footing in comparison to then, as they still have some of their stars in the eyes of Ricky Rowe and a few others as well. They did lose Willie B, though, although the coach is still there, obviously. Um, and then Ohio State was able to pick up some good names here, and Hughes, and then Bo Iverson as well here in the offseason.
Yeah, a
And they've
couple
been
of
doing well
names.
for them.
Nice block there as we see from Ohio State, but a couple names that you mentioned, Ricky Rowe, obviously the man for Illinois, averaging a nice 15 points a game to go along with 6 rebounds. You mentioned his name. Another name for Illinois that I'm looking forward to seeing, Duke Derringer, averaging 14 a game along with 4 assists. And then on the other side for Ohio State too, a guy that has really implemented himself into this Ohio State Buckeyes team. Kendrick Profit, the junior, standing at 7'6", averaging 17 and 13 rebounds a game. Definitely looking
Yes.
for his impact too. Huge. Nice 3 there from Illinois.
Yeah, that was great. Outstanding. Able to hit that off the screen. But yeah, I am well versed with Kendrick Profit, as I remember that being my first game of the season, and it was a loss. And I believe Kendrick actually got Player of the Week that week. So
Yeah, he's definitely somebody that's going to light it up, both offensive and defensive stat-wise. So we saw him earlier. I think he got the first bucket for Ohio State. One of the two for sure, but looking to see some high performance. Nice mismatch here. Nice move there from Rowe to get the easy bucket over Hughes. But yeah, I'm looking for high intensity. I know both of these teams are able to score at a high efficiency. Both got players that shoot the ball really well and able to score on their own. So looking for a fun matchup here.
yeah, I definitely believe both teams are able to score in command. Really, in the same sense, I think what's really going to be the determination, the factor, and who wins this game is how well defensively each team lines up against each other. For the sake of, I mean, either team can probably score whenever they want. So it's just a matter of whenever they're able to get a hand in someone's face instead of allowing them to just take an open jumper.
Right,
Or
Profit.
in that case right there, getting a steal in the center of the lane.
Ooh, nice and one there from Ohio State too. Yeah, it's literally right on cue as you mentioned. Able to get some takeaways. The defense going to be huge for both sides in this one. As we see Teddy Glass taking the hard foul and able to draw the foul, like I said, and get the bucket. So he'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
And it's a bit surprising he's able to convert that. I mean, if you ask me, Teddy Chump's just a huge chump. Love you, Glass.
A little friendly banter here. Never gonna go wrong with that.
Yeah. You'll find out he loves that kind of talk. So
Got you. I'll leave it at
send
that
something
for
back to me in the
sure.
chat.
Shout out you. I see you in the chat. I believe that's you in the chat. S Glass 33.
Yeah, that's him. That's Glass. He's the head coach of Ohio State.
Got you. I mean, you being a head coach yourself at Cincinnati. I mean, talk to me about how things are going there. How are you feeling in the season?
Oh, honestly, this season's been rough. It feels like every team I'm going against, they are well built in the sense that it is a challenge every single week in and out. It's not like we're in the sense of playing against cupcakes like what team was formerly, not to knock anyone down, what was formerly UConn, which is notorious for having a little bit of rough of a team overall, which I guess you probably wouldn't know. But still.
Well, no, that's I'm curious. Inform me.
Yeah. No, well, they had a season where I believe they went undefeated, and then another one where they, when I say undefeated, I mean the sense of a non-perfect season, meaning they did not win a game.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah.
you. A little rough there for UConn, for sure.
Yeah. And that team ended up evolving into being Cincinnati here this season, as the only player that remained on them was Max Fowler. But that being said, we're not here to talk about Cincinnati today.
Got
We're
you.
here
Yeah.
to talk about Ohio State and Illinois, two outstanding teams from the Big Ten.
Right. Just wanted that coach perspective, and how it's always great to call a game with a coach. I'm just just a lone broadcaster. I'm not doing anything. I don't have a player. I don't have a coach in the league, so I'm just calling the game. So definitely want to pick the minds of the coaches or
Yeah.
players that sometimes join the broadcast booth.
But no, honestly, I would say that this season overall, it seems as if the baseline of every team has gone up, so every team is better, and that everyone's closer together in terms of star power, I guess you could say.
Got you. Yeah, definitely a bunch of stars here tonight, handful of them. See Johnson with a quick pull-up transition three, and that's good. Illinois shooting on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders, if you may. Already up to a 10-point lead here against the Buckeyes.
Yeah, honestly, it's a bit surprising because I know Ohio State's been a tough opponent for a lot of teams. It just seems as if Illinois has found their number tonight.
Yeah, and able to find 2 more for Ohio State, though, to make it back within a single-digit game. I mean, if you're wanting to upset a top 25 opponent in their own building, this is the way you want to come out. This is the way you want to perform. Hopefully they can keep this going. They do miss there on the offensive end. Going to give up an easy layup, and that's a bad foul. Johnson, he hit the 3 2 possessions ago, and now he's giving up a potential 3-point play on the other end. Bad foul there from him. Love's going to get to the line for one more.
And that's actually the second foul in favor of Ohio State that has gone for a 3-point play here. Honestly, it's a weak foul aspect of it. That point, you just have to let him go, let him get the points and move on. Or you just completely just knock him over and go for a hard foul. But
Brian, make him earn
can't
it.
allow that to happen. Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I kind of feel for Johnson, though. Like, he did get blown by, and maybe he wants to make up for it and tries extra hard for that block, but just ends up getting called for the tic-tac foul. We're going to see an alley-oop attempt. No good. It's going to be stolen from Shotsky out of the air. Nice vertical from him underneath the rim.
Yeah, blocked Shotsky living up to his name there, although that wasn't a shot. It was an alley-oop attempt.
Ohio State getting things rolling here, now on a 7-0 run. If Illinois wants to maintain this lead or stay in the game, they're definitely going to have to answer these runs. We're going to see a double team from Ohio State over to Chisholm Jr., over to Buckets. Going to be no good, but the foul is on Elliott. And Buckets will go to the line for 2. Kind of harnessing his back there. Hopefully he is okay after that foul. Buckets first. Free throw is up and good. This is a guy shooting 100% from the free throw line again. Illinois has quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4 people on the team shooting 100% from the free throw line. This is one of them. Now 4 for 4 on the year. See if he can make it 5 for 5. And he does. We saw a perfect streak last night. Stayed true with Philbin for Oregon. So let's see if we can keep the 100% from the free throw line going through tonight.
And really, I do kind of want to highlight that. You said that they're perfect from the line this year. That is an extremely difficult thing to do. I mean, especially with all these new ups coming in a new system. I mean, they're not really built to do that, or at least all of them. And even then, as a league as a whole, we're seeing more missed shots from the free throw line. So the fact that we're seeing the statistic here in the case of Illinois is that they're that good from the line, it's, I guess you could say, a bit relieving to see in some sense, and almost like good job. It takes a lot of effort to do.
Right. Well, granted, a few of them only have like a few attempts. Guillermo Ochoa, he's 5
Right.
for 5 from the line, but you also have Gage Ziegler, who is 11 for 11 from the line. A nice 3 again from Johnson, shooting a high efficient clip here tonight early. But yeah, 11 for 11 on the year is quite impressive. So, but yeah, like you said, I've seen a lot of missed free throws at a lot of missed opportune times as well. So if these kids can knock down their free throws, it's definitely a big plus. Some nice early competitive basketball here being played in the CSBA. Game 1 of a 3-game slate. You're definitely not going to want to miss this one, but you're not going to want to miss the next one even more. Number 6, Miami, taking on number 2, North Carolina. That's a 4-1-5-0 matchup. Definitely don't want to miss that one coming up next. But please stick around. We would love to have you here. Nice mid-range pull-up. Good for Ohio State.
I was going to say, honestly, that Miami UNC matchup here that we're talking about, that's likely the second highest ranking matchup we've seen so far this season. The other one being 2 and 3 Marquette and Georgetown here last week.
Right, Georgetown able to get that dub, sitting at 6-0 on the year. 3 undefeated teams remain in the CSBA. We're going to see one more go up after this one. Nice jump shot there from Buckets, living up to his name. Back to a 9-point lead. This is a high-scoring quarter for Illinois.
Then while I'm thinking of it, if anyone missed it, in the Pitt Marquette game last night, Pitt did get the upset over Marquette, since we were just speaking about them.
Yeah, Marquette,
that was an outstanding game if you missed it.
Definitely went back in and was tuned into that one. Had work, but able to, as we talked about earlier, have a dual monitor setup, so able to watch on the second screen. So it was a tremendous game. Speaking of tremendous games, a 6.1 heading into the second here. Ohio State early on the ropes, down 6 at home against Illinois, looking to turn their season around. Shout out everybody in chat. See you all. We already mentioned Glass earlier. We see Willie, Pishma. I don't know how you pronounce that. Marcus, I see you. Maximus, Lindley. Shout out to all you guys and everybody else that's in the stream not chatting as well. Appreciate all the lurkers and everybody that's tuned in for this Big Ten matchup.
Pishma, okay. I see you talking about now. I was trying to look at the chat. I'm like, I didn't see it. But it says one chat in there. Yeah, and King Maximus, the former head coach of Ohio State last season. I see you in here supporting your former team.
Probably watching with one eye open, one eye closed at this performance early on, as they're unable to get the opening bucket to start this second quarter. Rowe with a nice spin move, going to draw the foul on Banner. You're not able to do that, Banner. You got to go straight up if you're going to defend at the rim. But Ricky Rowe, a guy that you mentioned earlier and we talked about a little bit, not really scoring that much in the first quarter. Hopefully he can turn that around. They're definitely going to need him to pick up the point effort, but he's doing a good job of it here, getting to the line early.
Yeah, honestly, it will take a bit of an effort for him to get this down here.
First shot's up and
being, yeah, I was gonna say being quiet there during his attempt, as if you're unaware, there's a historical curse whenever broadcasters speak during foul shots.
Got you. Well, last night we were trying not to curse Philbin's perfect night at the line and perfect season. You know, we kept talking, testing our luck, but he was able to knock it down. I try to shy away from the caster curse, but who knows? Can they hear us? Can they not hear us? It's all fun and games. Prophet with a nice take here. Has Ricky Rowe on him. He's going to rise up. Saw him make that earlier and makes it again. Smiling down the court. Big cheese as he's able to knock down the turnaround jump shot. Both teams with 11 made field goals here. Illinois with less attempts, giving them the better efficiency on the night, which speaks for their 6-point lead probably. We got some ISO ball. Going to see a late double team from Prophet. And alley-oop is up, and that's going to be good. Ochoa.
I was not expecting that to Ochoa.
Ochoa? How do you pronounce it? Ochoa? Ochoa. Guillermo Ochoa, excuse me.
Or at least that's how I assume it's pronounced. I work with someone with a similar last name to that.
Gotcha.
That's how it's pronounced.
A nice find into the lane. Ochoa called for the foul. Prophet's going to go to the line 4-2. And Prophet shooting 75% from the free throw line on the season. But you want to talk about efficient. This guy is the definition of efficient. 88% from the field on the season. That's about as efficient as it gets. Quiet in the building as Prophet steps on the line, giving him the respect and the space to make these free throws. If anything, this is the most mental part of basketball, I believe. Just you and yourself at the line. See if he can go 2 for 2.
And even then, if Ohio State wasn't at the line, I imagine the building would be quiet still.
Correct. Want to give them the freedom of communication on that offensive end. Let their players get into a rhythm. But
Well,
here's
even then, in the case of the deficit where Illinois just more or less came in and came out hot and smacked Ohio State in the mouth.
yeah, 6 definitely
Playing
more
good basketball.
manageable than 10 though. But that foul is gonna not be called on Prophet. It's gonna be called on Hughes. They're gonna get him for it. Little undercut
He had a little
there.
bit too much body on that one, I admit.
Yeah, he definitely came down with his arms. If he went straight up, maybe he wouldn't have been called, but came down on the arms of Duke, and Duke will go to the line for 2. A lot of free throws early in this one.
There is, and maybe it's a sign of things to come here in the third or fourth quarter with people fouling out. If it continues at this rate.
I'm definitely interested in seeing the fouls at the end of the game. I feel like a lot of people are in that range of 2 fouls early. You know, in the game of college basketball, you only have 5. 5 is that number that gets you out, so got to be careful. Disciplined. Duke able to knock down that one. It's back to an 8-point game. Illinois is going to need to get something going. Yeah, as you see now, 10 total free throws. Both teams shooting 100% at the free throw line. Elliott trying to find Prophet, and he does. Rises up. No good. Ochoa coming up huge defensively there. Not allowing the shot, but Rowe on the other end. Finding 2 in the lane. And it's, again, a 10-point game, Ricky.
Illinois just keeps on doing they've been doing, able to hit their shots. And sorry, I got distracted by ASU Julian calling out. He really likes the 2 voices he's hearing in the booth right now.
Yeah, Dalton, all right, or whatever, I guess. Hey, man, everybody has their taste, you know. I hope to grow on you, though, for sure. You see the miss there from Illinois, though. They're starting to cool down a little bit on the offensive end. Going to have Prophet. He's going to see a double team, but still the mismatch over to Glass, and that's good. Pointing to the fans as a thank you for being here. Nice dunk from Ohio State. Maybe the crowd's getting into it a little bit. Rowe, nice spin move, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
He's turned.
And honestly, that is what he specializes in. Getting past the defense, just making a break for the basket.
Jeez, putting Ohio State in a washing machine. Nice 360 spin move to get to the lane and knock down that dunk. Powerful move, definitely, as Ohio State's crowd was starting to live back up a little bit, but shutting that down quick. Hughes at the top of the key over Rowe, no good. Ochoa with the board. We're going to push in transition. Ziegler pull up midi, no good. Offensive board from Rowe. He's going to see a double team off the catch. Quick pass over to Ziegler. His layup, that's good. 12-point game for the Fighting Illini.
Yeah, open and able to hit it off the bank there despite, who was it, Ziegler being double teamed?
I believe that was Ziegler. A nice shot there from Hughes.
Or my bad, Ochoa being double teamed the pass to Ziegler.
Ochoa, Ziegler was the one that made that shot.
Yeah.
Nice timeout here. I'm liking what I'm seeing, though, from Illinois. They did kind of give up that 10-point lead earlier and brought it back. Ohio State brought it back within 6 or 5, but back up to 10 for Illinois, and you can tell they won it.
They really do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to matter if they're able to keep this effort up going forward. In my personal opinion, the most important quarter in the game is the third. It seems as if that's whenever teams have different breakdowns from different changes, things coming out of the half, and honestly, it's a make-or-break time for teams.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be nice, though, if Illinois continues this effort as we see another 3. If they can go into that third quarter, just in case Ohio State comes up with a different game plan and they give them a different look. You know, they have a decent lead to play around with. Harlem from the corner.
And he hits it.
Wide open. They're going to call that a 2, I believe? Was that a 2?
Yeah, I believe so. It did look like he's in front of the line.
Regardless, it is good for some points. That's what you need for Ohio State. Definitely down its deficit. Nice layup is good. Tyler Glass arguing the call, but Wait, I say Tyler? I don't even know. What's his name? Why did I say Tyler? Teddy. I'm over here talking like I know bro personally. Teddy Glass, excuse me. I
Tyler's his
know.
middle name. It's fine.
What's funny is I know a Tyler Glass in real life, so my mind just subconsciously just made that connection there. Excuse me, sorry, Teddy. Um, nice play there for Illinois, though. Like able to get the bucket, draw the foul. And Baku just had that 3-point made basket. Now has another 3-point play, but much different as he gets a layup and one. Pass over to Harlem. He's going to work some ISO ball. Rise up. His shot contested. No good. Chisholm Jr. Nice board out to M'Baku. Had a 3. Chance there. Doesn't take it. Sees a double team now. Over to Johnson. Johnson still shooting efficient. 12 points on perfect efficiency tonight. Ray Johnson.
Honestly, if I'm a coach, I love to see that for the sake of that means that players being the most efficient with their use as possible.
For sure, especially whenever not really getting bro too involved, you know. I mean, but you don't need to, you know. You have your best player a little quiet on the night, but you're having these other players step up and like you said, very efficient, making the most out of the touches they're getting. And I mean, it's opened up a 16-point lead for Illinois.
Yeah, I mean, even then, the more volume it normally leads to less efficiency as well, as
Right.
the defense will start to key on that. So, if you're able to make the most of times when you're open and you have a player that's not getting many touches, I mean, that is just outstanding, and it can make a difference in the game moving forward. As we have a nice spin around Jay there from, I believe it was Teddy.
Don is who I believe that was, and
Don, okay.
shooting.
Still a nice shot.
Yeah, shooting very, very, very efficient as a team, and that's what you love to see. I know we've harped on other players, you know, individual players shooting very well, but the entire team can't miss. Knock on wood, I won't jinx, but the entire team is shooting very well. Things must have felt great warming up and going into practice earlier today. It's an 18-point lead. Nice find there. No good, though, for Ohio State. Illinois is going to have a chance to put this to a 20-point game. We're going to see a wide-open 3. No good from Buckets. Elliott pushing pace for Ohio State. Nice spin move. Trying to find. Yeah, the loose ball effort is corralled by Ohio State, though. We're going to see a double team. Banner, his layup, no good. He'll go to the line for 2, though.
Yeah, fouled hard by M'Baku there as well.
It's not looking like the 18th ranked team in the country, but like you said, there's 2 halves to basketball, so hopefully second half Ohio State can have a different look coming out. Oof. Tough break there. Had the line.
Yeah.
Needed to knock that one down. Definitely need the free ones. Second one is good. He goes 50% from the line. That is the first miss of the night from either team. Illinois still shooting perfect from the free throw line, though. 7 for 7. Buckets with the ball. We just saw him miss that open 3 last possession, but trying to get things going here. Ball ripped away, but picked up by Don. Over to M'Baku. Still seeing a double team. Buckets, top of the key, wide open. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Having to force one up deep. That's going to be no good. Ohio State, nice defensive effort again.
That's tough. That was just a busted possession to keep giving the ball back to a guy that was getting double teamed without looking where there's an open man in the corner.
Definitely need eyes and
or even then that he could have cut to the basket and been open for that as well.
Right. If you're seeing a double team, somebody's got to be open. But talk about busted possessions. Here's another one. Not even getting the shot up. Love. He must have had love in his eyes because he was not tuned into the game. Shot clock violation there on Ohio State, giving the ball back to Illinois. M'Baku finding a screen. No more double teams being sent his way. Getting lost in the lane over to Chisholm Jr. His jump hook no good. Shotsky with the board. Love. Just saw him have that mental lapse last possession. Let's see what he can do here. Has the ISO on the left wing. Top of the key now. Dribbling, doing a lot of it. Over to Elliott. Little clustered here for Ohio State. Pass over to Harlem. His three from the top of the key. No good. Shotsky. Offensive rebound up. No good. He'll go to the line. 4-2.
And this will leave 8 seconds, or I guess about 9 seconds left in the quarter.
Another guy, another perfect season from the line. Shotsky after that make, he's now 6 for 6 from the line on the season. Remaining perfect. That's too good for Ohio State. Last possession here of the half. M'Baku trying to lead Illinois to a good look. It's just going to take one from beyond the three-point line, way beyond, and that's no good. We're going to go into the half with a 15-point lead in Illinois' favor, on track for 102 points. Ricky, break down the game for me. What do you see, not only as a broadcaster, but also a coach? What do you see in this first half for both teams?
Well, really, I want to break down the last thing I saw there at the end of the quarter. They tried to run a play to get a man open off the shot, and he was open, but they weren't able to run it quick enough to get the ball to him and shoot. So unfortunately, we end up seeing that heavily contested three in that quarter and half. But past that, we are seeing, honestly, Illinois is just able to get open shots, and they are hitting what they can get. They're making the most of everything they get. Even then, we are getting to see guys cut to the basket, and they're just doing everything they can, and on both sides we're having fouls go in. To the point we've seen 2 3-point plays in favor of Ohio State here to get in, but even then it seems as if Ohio State's taking a lot of contested shots. So really, I think Illinois is likely to keep just rolling down the path they're currently going on. But Ohio State, as we see here, Illinois is shooting 63% from field. Ohio State's shooting 50%, but even then, Ohio State had 2 blocks to Illinois' 1. Ohio State needs to reevaluate what they're doing. They likely need to start to set screens, on-ball screens, that is, and see if they can find the man who's setting the screen rolling to the basket in that case, and try to get kept Profit involved a little bit more, as I feel like he's been neglected so far in their game plan.
Yeah, he does have a quiet 10 points, but he's going to need to bump that up a little bit more. He's on track for 20, but I want to talk about a guy right there, actually, perfect cinematic moment there. Ray Johnson, 12 points in 9 minutes, averaging 2 points a game coming into this one. So he's on track for, shout out Kobe, RP, he's on track for 24 points in this game. Looking to get things going early for the Buckeyes out of that half. An abysmal first half. Had Profit on the roll. Not finding him, though. Hughes over to Elliott. Going to have another screen. Had Profit again, but ball is turned over. Ziegler with a nice layup in transition. Illinois is coming out of this coming out of the first half, rather. Looking this exact same so far.
Yeah, it's just they're struggling finding the open men, as we saw there, as Profit was open twice under the basket in the previous possession. They weren't able to get in the ball, so.
Profit's going to see a double team. Kick over to Elliott under the perimeter, like inside the perimeter, rather, and it's going to be good for 2.
Yeah, that was a great shot from the foul line extended.
Rowe. Nice spin move again.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to nickname him the Tornado. Bro is just getting everything he wants off the spin moves. And, I mean, they're just quick, too. Elliott trying to find Profit down low. Just going to dribble, like for the pick and roll, rather. He's going to go up. He's going to draw the foul on Csba. A little bit of a stagnant offensive possession, but I mean it results in the foul, and he'll go to the line 4-2.
Yeah, he's really a bit bailed out there, as he went directly into the contact of the center under the basket. So normally does not work out in a player of his stature's favor.
This is the most amount of perfect free throw shooters I've ever seen in a matchup. One of 3 on the Ohio State team, Zay Elliott at the line for his perfect year so far. First one's up and good. I feel like that's very abnormal for a team to have multiple 100% free throw shooters, but both of these teams have them. Zay Elliott being one of them. Perfect from the line on that trip to remain perfect on the season. 2 much needed points for Ohio State as they found themselves down 15 in the second half. Oh, nice rip there from Glass in the hustle play. He's not going to be able to get the ball, but he is able to force the turnover. Rowe, backcourt violation. It's going to be the 3rd turnover on Illinois. He was a little frustrated there. Threw the ball down, slammed it down. Surprised he didn't get called for a tech there, but nice defense from Ohio State there to be rewarded another possession.
You will find out that it takes a lot for a tech or even a flagrant to be called in this league. I have seen more than that. And, well, you would have thought that the individual should have been ejected, but nothing happened.
Well, definitely not the softest league as some are, but yeah, not rewarded or not penalized a tech there. So yeah, I guess you're gonna have to do something much more vicious or vulgar to be assigned a technical foul or a flagrant. Have yet to see either of the two. Iverson, no good there on a left hook. Prince bringing down that rebound in transition. Getting stopped a little bit. Duke for 3. That's going to be no good. Ohio State on the other end. Glass has a wide open 3. He's going to take it and not make it, though. A break for the Fighting Illini as they failed in the transition defense.
Ooh.
Nice.
The ball was stolen by Hughes there. Passed up to Iverson.
Nice
back to Glass for the basket.
Yeah, nice. The Glass doesn't need to use the glass. It's purely buckets. Illinois is going to take a timeout as this one's back down to 13. Definitely going to need to get that guy going more, though. Like Prophet, they've had him open on a couple pick and rolls, on a couple cuts. They just have yet to find him down there. Feed the big fella.
But on the bright side, Ohio State has been able to pull the lead back within, well, 13 points.
Much better than 20. But another turnover for Illinois is going to give Elliott the fast break, and that layup is going to be good. Rowe trailing behind him, but didn't roll fast enough. The boat too far behind, unable to get that block. An 11-point game. Like you said, the third quarter is going to be the most important for you. And Ohio State is proving that to be true. Rowe needing a bucket here, and he gets it. Able to stop that Ohio State run. Finally, a bucket for Illinois. There we are. Prophet finally being fed in the paint, and I mean just right on cue. Smiling. He's always got that smile on his face. Prophet good for 12 tonight. That Rowe Prophet matchup. Both have 12. Both performing well. Maybe a little bit of a curse there. Rowe turning the ball over. Finding Glass in the corner. His shot. Ring around the rosy, but it's good. And it's a single-digit game here. Illinois' lead cut down to 9. We're going to see a huge turnover there, but also a huge platoon swap for both teams. Iverson trying to push in transition. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rowe. They needed that one, but Rowe coming down with the rebound. Nice find there. Rowe on the cut. That's going to be a good dunk. 14 points for him, 100% from the field, and the lead's back up to 11.
Yeah, Rowe was able to make up for that previous possession that we saw there when he had the steal, as he had that nice slam to get in. Honestly, I'm almost taken aback just the way it happened. It would have cut in and find an opening within defense there.
Yeah, there was a huge swing there for both teams. Nice shot there for Ohio State, but it was a 4-point swing there. It could have been back down to 7, but that nice defensive effort and then offensive slam there for Rowe. But Rowe is going to check out of this one. Prophet's going to take a break too. We're going to see buckets back in the game for Illinois. trying to find the big man down low. Passing over to M'Baku. Top of the key. His three. No good.
A bit of a hero ball shot there as he opts to take the 3-point contested.
Another three for Ohio State. No good. They definitely wanted that one. Had a great look at it, too. Just unable to capitalize on the area defense. But nice block there from Shotsky. As you said earlier, block Shotsky. And talk about a Kevin Love-esque pass. Huge outlet
all the way down the court as they go and take another contested shot. And that one rolls in and out.
In and out. Don't tease me like that. That was a highlight play in the making. But Johnson able to find the layup after a great cut, great find, good pass too. Rewarding the nice cut, effort.
And almost I was surprised that there wasn't a foul call on that previous play as there's a lot of contact in the body from it.
Johnson over to buckets, top of the key, his three, bang, and that's good. 14-point lead again for the Fighting Illini. They got punched in the mouth, got back up, and gave them 2 punches back. The lead.
Yeah, and talk about fast offense here. It feels as if both these teams moved to a second, I can't even say it right now. 7-second offense here as we move into the quarter.
Yeah, you would think Mike D'Antoni is calling the shots for both teams, but like I touched on earlier in the game, both these teams want to run. Very, very efficient offensively, both teams, and we're seeing it here tonight. Nice three there from Buckets, and that's good. Jeez Louise from Champaign. That's going to be good. 15-point lead for Illinois.
And back to that buffer that we keep seeing between the two, just keeps running back to it, despite how great both teams are playing.
I think Shotsky would have had a good look there at the rim if he rolled, but wants to get the screen. 3-point play again is good for Ohio State. We're just seeing 3 after 3 after 3. Both teams shooting very, very efficient from that perimeter.
And maybe that was the right look as he was able to hit the shot and, well, hit the 3 off of it.
Yeah, they're wanting to trade threes here. Nice bucket there from Dodon. Hopefully Ohio State can get another 3-point look here. I mean, they're going to need it. You can't keep trading 2 for 2 with a team that's shooting as efficient as Illinois is. Banner, top of the key. Not going to like what he sees. Pass back over to Elliott, who just knocked down that 3.
Yeah, passing back and forth, waiting. He doesn't like what he sees, but he likes Love on the top of the key. Can't hit it, though. Shotsky with the rebound, and he got it.
Nice. Great effort there from Shotsky, keeping the possession alive for Ohio State on the offensive rebound and being rewarded for it. Back up with the
honestly,
layup.
In my opinion, that is the most value that a center can ever be able to provide for a team, in the same sense that I understand they're kind of neglecting the sense of how many looks they're able to get, but if you're able to find a center that's able to rebound or anything like that and able to get any sort of putback points, that it's just ensuring you get points in that possession. It is great to see, as we see another shot there from Shotsky as he's able to hit it.
Yeah, Shotsky, he is in motion here for sure. Back-to-back buckets to cut the lead back within 10. A last second heave is going to be no good from M'Baku, and a 10-point ball game. Everybody, please, in the chat, put your 4s up. You know what time it is. It is the 4th quarter here in Ohio, as Ohio State Buckeyes, your 18th ranked team in the country, is down 10 against a Fighting Illini team that is ready and hungry to get their 2nd win on the season. Seeing a bunch of drive M'Baku. Stop jacking 3s M'Baku. Yeah, he definitely is not one to shy away from the 3s. We're going to see the State Farm assist of the game coming from Rowe, the alley-oop. Ochoa able to knock down that layup. Nice play there. Not sponsored officially by State Farm, by the way, so need them to run that check for sure.
Well, we don't always get an assisted game every game, so.
Always give it to the lobs, for sure.
Yeah, well, I've seen a few where it's passed to. Well, there's definitely been some that's lackluster, I'll say, where it doesn't feel like it's the assist of the game, but State Farm does decide it.
Bro, another spin move there, and it's going to give him a nice dunk. Oh, my goodness. Jeez, this guy Ricky Rowe is on a mission tonight. Nice dunk there. Very, what's the word? Contact, too. Nice contact dunk, rather. Pass out of the step-back shot. Harlem in the corner. Back out to Love. Receive a screen from Profit's going to find Hughes in the corner. His three. Bang. That's good. Needed that one. 9-point
Open and
game.
hits it. Love it. Able to find the man open in the corner and make use of the vision that he has. I personally just love whenever teams able to distribute like that. It just efficiency goes up and just it's great overall.
Oh my goodness, Ricky Rowe cannot miss. 18 points he's up to tonight. Jeez, yeah.
Compared to his counterpart that is 9-1 for points and rebounds.
Yeah, Ricky already way above his season average of 15. Looking to get 20 here tonight. Gonna need it if they want to maintain this lead and get this dub here in Ohio State. Banner back over to Hughes. Just hit one from that same spot. No good. As it was contested. Rowe on the fast break over to Ziegler. Gonna slow things down, but back over to Rowe and his dunk. That's good. Letting Banner
I will say
know
this.
it.
Rowe has definitely taken over the fourth quarter so far. He's just been electric, to be honest.
Man, I see the chatters are saying they had a party. That's why the slow start. But Hughes from the corner. That three is going to be good. Hit one from the other corner. Missed one from the same corner, and then back over to the other as he knocks that one down. Illinois going to be forced to call a timeout. 10-point game. Ohio State is definitely known for their parties. Shout out to the campus of Ohio State. Been there a couple times. Can confirm the parties are very nice.
Didn't realize you're local to the area.
Oh, definitely not local. Graduated from University of Arkansas.
Okay.
I had a friend in high school, KJ Hill, actually went to Ohio State, wide receiver there.
I remember him.
Yeah. So I went there a couple times, and nice campus. I'll leave it at that, though, before I get too off track. Nice step back jump shot's going to be good for Illinois. Also been to Illinois. Shout out Illinois as well. My mom lives there, so. Beautiful campus there in Champaign. Bryce, you're at Arkansas right now, man. Shout out to you and shout out to Arkansas. And shout out that corner three. That's going to be good from Ohio State. The three keeping them in this game. 9-point lead again. A turnover is going to be forced by Hughes. Glass. It's going to push in transition. Finds Hughes. Over to Elliott. It's going to be blocked, though.
Blocked?
Huge from Ochoa.
Yeah, quick change of position there as well as, to go back on it, I believe.
Ooh.
Rowe's been not blocks. He's had, I believe, 3 turnovers.
Oh, my goodness. Nice dunk there from Duke, I believe. Is who knocked that one down over Profit. Profit a little mad at that last play. He's going to take things in his own hands. Miss. Ochoa able to get that rebound. Backdoor cut over to Rowe. Lost his defender. And Rowe is continuing to pile up these points. 13-point lead, Illinois.
Yeah, Rowe just keeps on making his way to the basket open, and he just keeps dunking off it. Honestly, in the same sense as if it isn't broke, don't change it.
Right. Elliott forcing a turnover with Ziegler. They're running in transition. Has a good look there. Over Hughes. His floater is going to be good. 15 is the lead currently. Man, Illinois is playing like, I don't want to say it, but a top 25 team.
They definitely look like it tonight, I admit that.
May not be the case for the entirety of the season. The putback dunk, no good from Iverson. But they're definitely showing that they have that mentality in them tonight. Nice. Fine. Ziegler underneath the rim is going to be called on Elliott for the foul. He's good for 10 tonight. He'll go to the line for one more.
And even then, a shout out there to Rowe, is able to get the rebound off the previous possession. That was able to move the ball into transition, get the ball to Ziegler for this 3-point play.
Yeah, Ziegler, I mentioned earlier, 11 for 11 on the year, 12 for 12 now. One of the handful of participants tonight that are perfect from the line continues that way. I believe Illinois is still perfect from the line as a team, too. Nice defensive effort. Help defense from Rowe as he gets the block. Over to Duke from 3. No good. That definitely would have put the seal over the something, whatever I'm thinking of. Would have put the lid over the cup, but Ohio State able to run in transition and get 2, and it's back to 16. Hey,
Okay, that'd be
nice.
awesome.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh,
I did not expect that foul.
what were you saying?
I'm kind of hung up on the analogy you gave. A lid over the cup?
Lid over the cup. Yeah, you can't hit anything if there's a lid over the cup.
Oh, okay. No, I was trying to figure out, like, were you trying to say, like, another way to say, like, nail in the coffin or something like that? I just I've
No,
never
no.
heard that before.
If there's a lid over the cup, you're not able to get into the cup. So, um,
Yeah.
I was trying to say something. I forget what the analogy is, but seal over the whatever. I'm not gonna be able to remember it now, but yeah, probably a piss poor analogy, but we'll work on those for sure. Nice find and nice shot there from Rowe. He's 1 for 1 on this trip, looking to make that 2 for 2. This place is extremely quiet. Rowe on fire, about to just spin all the way down the court. LOL. That is hilarious. Rowe. I just mentioned the perfection from the line from Illinois, but that ends there as Rowe misses his second free throw attempt.
Oh. Well, there goes the season. I'm kidding.
No, he that's actually his second missed free throw of the season though. I forget how many he's made tonight, but missed 2 all season after that one. Missing the layup there too. That may have been his first miss from the field as well. But he's got, what, 21, 23, something of that nature.
Yeah, something to that effect. I forget the exact number.
Glass with a huge mismatch rising up. And that's going to be good. Much needed, but maybe a little too late. Teddy Glass with 14
As I like to call it,
tonight.
that's barbecue chicken there.
Barbecue chicken for sure on that mismatch. People in chat are wanting 100 points. They want it. Maybe Illinois will give it to him. Prince. Not sure if he's been able to score one tonight, but he's going to have an opportunity here late into the shot clock. His heave near the hash. And that's going to be, Jesus Christ, somebody closed the door. That hit me. Jesus. That wasn't even close. Oh, my God. That was a terrible possession.
At least he hit the backboard. I'll give him that. But it was a deep 3 contested, so.
Thought somebody let off a shot in the stadium. That was extremely loud. Glass at the top of the key. Nice screen there from Profit, but nice defense from Ochoa there to get back in place to stop the layup. See another.
It's really, that is one of the good things about these smaller defensive builds, is they're able to go through and move as necessary to, well, prevent layups like that in the case that they get the rebound quickly, move where they're needed across the floor in terms of Ochoa.
And definitely resulted in a missed shot there. Ohio State not finding a good look and not, well, I was saying not defending well either, but it was a good look, just missed from Illinois. Iverson, top of the key, slowing things down. It's probably not what you want to do down 15 with a minute left. Iverson again, his jump hook. That's going to be well contested, but even better placed. That's going to find the bottom of the net.
I'll be honest, I was cringing whenever I saw him start to shoot that. I was afraid that it would lead to a wasted possession with under a minute remaining here within the game.
Julian said it was the lid's fault. I'm crying. Illinois definitely not in any rush for this one, so they're going to take this all the way down to the end of the shot clock. Prince, he's going to find the bottom of the net. Good for 2, and I believe that is the 21st nail in the coffin for this Ohio State team. Bury 'em. This is going to be an upset. Illinois coming into Ohio State and catching the players maybe on a day after a party. They definitely did not look like their legs were ready for this one. 13-point game, 2 possessions left at minimum. Tries for the highlight alley-oop, no good. Profit still out here hustling. They're going to need one quick here. Layup attempt is good. I believe that will do it for this Ohio State team.
I was about to say a little bit too little too late, but nonetheless, honestly, this was a great game here from both teams, especially Illinois, that they came out hot.
Yeah, Illinois moving to 2-4 on the season as they just upset number 18 Ohio State at home, and the stands are empty. Ohio State moving to 3-3 on the year. Ohio State was up late studying. Illinois was out partying, about to have another one tonight. Well, if that's what happened, then they need to continue to party before every game because this game was definitely, as you see, um, Ray silencing the crowd there. He didn't have a second half like he had in the first half, but came up huge in that first half to open up the lead for this Illinois team, able to come away with this upset. Let's talk about the box score. Both teams 9 for 10 from the free throw line. 8 made threes for Illinois, shooting a total 61%. Rebounds, talk about a discrepancy. That is an 8 difference between the two teams in favor of Illinois.
Yeah, that's the largest between the two.
7 steals also for the defense of Ohio State. So, I mean, their defense was nice. Had some blocks, had some steals, forced 9 turnovers, but just unable to knock down efficient shots, really. 5 for 13 is not going to do it to you, or do it for you, rather. Didn't even lead in this game. Illinois came out swinging early. Is there anything on this stat sheet that sticks out to you?
I mean, honestly, the two major factors here between the two is the number of defensive rebounds that's in the favor of Illinois and the field goal percentage in favor of Illinois. Because, I mean, honestly, if I'm looking at any team and I see that they had a 52, 38, and 90 from the free throw line, shooting 9 of 10 on the free throw line, which is exactly what Illinois had, I would think that it'd be a closer game than what it ended up being. Normally, a game like this results in a win for some teams. It's just a matter of Illinois was able to hit a higher percentage, and even then, Illinois had additional 5 assists in comparison, which those likely could be attributed to open shots, which are higher percentage shots in the first place. So,
Yeah, I mean, even like you said, looking at the stat sheet, it looks pretty even. But the final score does not, especially the biggest lead. The lead in the game definitely does not look like it was an even game. But yeah, no, statistically, this was a pretty even matchup. But Illinois knocking down more threes and just having, not even having more shot attempts, just shooting more efficient, and that will get it done. Moving over to the box score, though, Teddy Glass leading Ohio State here tonight. Not Kendrick Profit, who you would expect going into this one would be leading the team in points. He's at 12 points.
which I was going to say the biggest shocker to the fact is he only has 3 rebounds.
Yeah, 3 rebounds. Yeah, good point there. He did get out rebounded for sure, so I'm interested in seeing the Illinois rebound numbers. But finishing up with Ohio State, excuse me, 11 points for Justice Love, 3 assists to go along with him. 8 points from Hughes. Saw him knock down those 2 corner threes from each respective corner. Block Shotsky. He did come away with 2 blocks, 8 points, 8 boards. And if there is anything you want to say, please feel free to interrupt me. Elliott, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. 6 also from Bo Iverson, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Shooting 3 for 7, though. Would have liked to have that a little bit more efficient. Marcus Elliott, 6 points there. And then 4 from Jalen Harlem, 2 for 8 on the night. And then Casco Banner, 3 points on his 1 for 1 from the field, 1 for 2 free throw line.
And really, I was about to say that even though crap, his name's slipping my mind right now. I just saw it a moment ago.
Here,
Sorry.
He's on Ohio State?
Yeah, Ohio State. Well, I'll say it this way. I feel as if almost Block Shotsky had outperformed the staple of Kendrick Profit, that is for Ohio State, as if he just had a better game overall. Even though Profit did have more points in the same sense, it feels as if Shotsky filled his role better in this game.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it is an underwhelming performance from Kendrick Profit. I mean, a guy that's averaging double figures and averaging, what I say, 18 points a game, 17 points, something like that. I mean, to only get 12, you needed that to be at your season average at least to win this game. But talk about a guy, Ricky Rowe, showing up from the start whistle to the end. 23 points, 10 for 11. The only miss was that one underneath the rim. Did miss that free throw too, though. Ray Johnson, 12 points in the first half, 2 in the second, but able to knock down all 6 of his shots, 2 for 2 from the perimeter. 14 points in 13 minutes. If I'm coach, I'm looking at him being like, yo, maybe he needs to play a little bit more. This guy was undoubtedly the front runner for why Illinois came out to a really, really hot start and was able to put away this game pretty early. Ziegler with 11 points. We saw him knock down a few shots that came up really big whenever Ohio State was coming on a run and they needed a bucket to silence that. Joey Buckets, 10 points, 5 assists. Good for 22 points responsible for. 3 for 8 on that night, though. 9 for Duke. 5 assists for him as well. A lot of assists. Terry M'Baku, 2 for 6 from 3. Definitely would have liked to see him shoot a little bit more efficient and shoot some better shots, but able to get that 1-and-1 and knock down 2 more field goals. 9 points for him. 7 for Carlos Dodon. An assist and a steal to go along with him. Perfect from the field tonight. Kyrie Prince, one of the two, however you pronounce that. 4 points, 2 assists, 2 for 6 from the field. Ochoa, 2 points, 8 boards, 2 steals, and a block. He was definitely the man down low for this Illinois team that stopped Profit from possibly scoring anything above what he did. And then lastly,
And really,
yeah,
to
go
go
ahead.
along that same line, one thing that is not shown is how well each player plays on defense, because it doesn't show how many shots they prevented by just having good looks on defense in the same sense. So defense is the unsung hero. It's not a metric we can gauge, and it's not something that's awarded either, sadly.
Right, but I mean, it is definitely still well appreciated, and
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, Ochoa coming up huge on that end, and Chisholm Jr. even doing so too. 6 boards, no points, but able to get those 6 boards and that 1 block there. But that's gonna do it here for the first game. Illinois beating number 18 Ohio State, coming away with the upset. But please stick around. We've got a classic on our hands coming up next. 4-1. Number 6 ranked Miami is taking on number 2 ranked North Carolina, and that's going to be at UNC, and they are 5-0 on the season. Ricky, it's been a blast joining, having you in the booth, casting this game with me. I'll give you the honors, man. Please sign us off.
Well, CSPA, it's been great having you in here. It's been a great game. We'll see you in the next.